Hello, hello guys, this is Clody came back with another video. This is a Premier League predictions video. Obviously, I don't normally do these kind of videos, but I just thought I'd just do it for a test week, see how well I do, and obviously if you do enjoy it, I will obviously do more. The first game was obviously Tottenham versus Arsenal, obviously it's a half 12 kickoff tomorrow. As well with that, I feel like it's going to be a close game because obviously both of them have Tottenham come off a draw, which I would say they shouldn't have got really against Liverpool, but then Liverpool's defence wasn't obviously the best in that game, and obviously their keeper did kind of mess up in that game. The predicted lineups, saying the predicted lineups, with it really, I would say Arsenal should win. But we're saying that with Tottenham, we don't know. It's what's all about on the day. But I think it's going to be a 4-3 to Arsenal. Let's just put it out there. 4-3 to Arsenal. With obviously them bringing Aubameyang in, Mkhitaryan obviously an old Man United player, and I know it's only been a couple of games, but I feel like they're going to be ready. Aubameyang's obviously want to prove himself again, and obviously Ozil's got players to pass to who can actually get the ball. As well, Tottenham, I think they're on and off the boil. Obviously Arsenal can be on and off the boil. But with that being said, I feel like that's going to be a Arsenal win 4-3. The next game is Everton versus Palace, 3 o'clock kickoff. I think Everton will win that 3-0. Palace, I just don't think they've got the strength anymore. Obviously, they have climbed up to 14th from obviously being in relegation. But I feel like Everton will be too strong for them, obviously, with the team they have got. Obviously, with bringing in that Tosic from Besiktas. I don't think he's playing. The predicted lineups, obviously they got Walcott as well from Arsenal, and obviously they got Mangala from Man City on loan, and Coleman is back, Seamus Coleman, and I think their defence is kind of a bit stronger now. I just don't really see Palace doing anything. If it's not 3-0, it's going to be a 3-1, I would say. Then there's Stoke versus Brighton. With results, I would say Stoke. With how they're playing right now, obviously the new manager, they got new vibes around. I feel like I just feel like Brighton's gone off the ball as well. Obviously Brighton are 13th, and Stoke are 18th. Obviously, so they need the wins really, which I do think they will get the wins. So I think that will be a Stoke win, 2-1. I would say I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. So yeah, I think that will be the score for that game. Obviously, the next one is Swansea versus Burnley. That one is a very hard one to predict. Obviously, Swansea come off a win in the FA Cup 8-1 against Notts County. And it looks like Swansea going to play 5 at the back. Obviously, that's the new predicted lineups. But the predicted lineups are more off. Like players are fit on most of the times. With what I'm looking at now is more guaranteed the predicted lineup, obviously, unless it changes before the game, which I can't really do much about. I'd say 1-1 or 2-1 to one of them. I don't think there's going to be a winner. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. So that is that one. And then Watford versus West Ham. I feel like after beating Chelsea 4-1, you've got to be on high spirits, Watford. Obviously beating Chelsea 4-1. Obviously, granted, their team's not been up to scratch. West Ham, obviously, yeah, they've got a new player, and it's one player, and he's more of a centre defensive midfielder kind of role. Hernandez, their striker. To be fair, what has he done for them? Not a lot. When he was at Man U, he did a lot, but I just feel like his career's fallen off the boil. As well, Watford, I feel like they will win. Obviously, by the look at it, they're going to have the same team. And obviously, Jared Deulofeu is going to be back in the team. Obviously, played really well against Chelsea, so I feel like they're they're going to win that probably 3-0, 4-0, something like that, Watford. So that is my prediction for that one. And the next game, obviously, Saturday is Leicester v Man City. I feel like it's going to be a 4-0, 4 or 5-0 to Man City. Can't really say anything bad. Well, I can say things bad about Man City because I'm a Man U fan. But being realistic, Man City should win that. 4-5-0. That is my prediction for them Saturday games. And then I will do Sunday. Obviously, midday kickoff. Huddersfield v Bournemouth. 1-1. Boring game. I feel like I don't think much is going to happen. And yeah, there's not much really to talk about that game. Newcastle v Man U. I feel like Man U are going to win that 3-0, 4-0. Unless we completely collapse. With obviously Sanchez playing, Lukaku, Martial probably playing, Matic. I'm not sure where he's going to play in our midfield though, that's the thing. Mata, Lingard. I'm not sure who's going to play in the lineup really. But that is my prediction for that game. And then obviously the last game is Southampton versus Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool should win that 3-1. But with Southampton, how dodgy they can be, who really knows? But I'm going to go for a 3-1 Liverpool with how they're playing right now. Obviously, Mane, Salah, Firmino, players like that, Emre Can. The only thing I think that's going to let them down maybe is their defence. But other than that, I feel like that is going to be that. And obviously, this is Clay with the Premier League first weekly predictions. This is it, and peace out.